Good morning, beautiful people. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Oh, let me turn this light in because that is not okay. Hold on, let me bring some more light up in this. Peace. Good morning, ladies. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I hope all of y'all are feeling blessed and bountiful this morning. I know I am, honey. I know I am. I don't know about you, sis, but I know I am. I'm feeling blessed and bountiful this morning. Let me get some more light up in here. There we go. That's a little bit better. How's that? How's that? Hi, everybody. How you ladies doing? Good morning and welcome to Coffee for Me. I know a lot of you ladies have tuned into Coffee for Me in the past and you love this segment. So I wanted to make sure that I brought it to you once again on all of our platforms. So you can find Coffee for Me after we go live. You can find it on our YouTube channel. So make sure you are following us on YouTube or you'll miss all the sauce. Okay. Sorry I'm running late. Y'all know I be on BP time. You know what I mean? I be on BP time. I be on CP time. You know what I'm saying? So real quick, ladies, if you don't know about Coffee for Me is our segment that we do every single Tuesday. Every single Tuesday, we come in and we do Coffee for Me, and we get all of the questions out. If you don't go immediately, go. Go. Thank you. He already knows don't play with me when I'm working. Don't play with me when I'm working, because it'll be for you. Don't play. Don't play. Don't play. Light skin mom snatch you up too. You're supposed to be in class anyway. Bye. Good morning. I'm on light skin time. You know what? We on CP time. I'm sorry. All right. So what we do is we ask your questions straight out of our Facebook group. So I'm heading over to the discussion board right now to find out what the new topics are and what the new questions are. Oh, there I am. I look so cute. All right. So the very first, now these are the most commented on posts. So if you don't hear yours or see yours, just bear with me. Okay. Just bear with me a bit. I promise you that we will have your question answered, I promise. Okay, so first things first. The first question comes from Tavia. Good morning, Tavia. It's the Coffee for Me. Good morning, Queen. So Miss Tavia says, not knocking anybody, but I feel like if you're financially unstable enough to need or want a sugar daddy, how the fuck are you supposed to afford $100 a month to help you hopefully find one? If I had an extra $100 a month to just throw away, I probably wouldn't be looking for a sugar daddy, or maybe I'm just extra broke. Very good question point. So here's the thing, sis. Here's the thing. If you are financially unstable and you're stepping into the sugar bowl, it is going to chew you up, spit you out, and annihilate you. Okay? It is going to annihilate you. Yes, we are also live on YouTube. It is going to annihilate you, ladies. And the reason why I say that is because men can smell that shit from a mile away. They know when you're extra thirsty to get their attention. They know, ladies, they know. They know when you're broke and they will behave as such. And you will end up getting these most ridiculous offers coming your way. You will get the most ridiculous men coming your way. And it's all because you felt like, well, I don't have extra money. I need a sugar daddy to give me money. So let me just go find a sugar daddy, tell him that I'm broke, and he'll give me money. Unfortunately, ladies, that's just not the way it works. These men are looking for substance, and the ones that aren't looking for substance are looking for sex. And if you don't want to get caught up in the midst of that bullshit, please, please, please make sure that you do not step into the bowl because you are financially insecure, okay, or unsecure. Here's the thing. It's okay to be rocky financially, but if you're broke, and that's the only reason why you're stepping into the bowl, bad idea. You have to have bigger goals, and they have to be beyond just money. It has to go beyond just income, because these guys will be well aware of it, and they will offer you jack shit for your time in exchange for money. Okay. So highly, highly, highly recommend, like, first and foremost, you mentioned that, if I don't have an extra $100 a month, why would I find $100 a month to give to you? That's a really good point, sis. But let me tell you, if you don't have $100 a month in expendable cash, that's all the more reason why you should be here. Do you know what I mean? All the more reason why you should be here. Because look, fast food costs money, coffee costs money, cigarettes cost money, your weed costs money, your alcohol costs money, and you find a way to get those things. And the roof over your head costs money, you find a way to pay that thing, don't you? Here's why I say this, ladies, because when your level up is as much a priority as those things, as your cigarettes, as your alcohol, as you're going out, as your Fashion Nova, then you will find $99 to push in. And this is no hopefully find a sugar daddy. This is a money back guarantee that you will grow, develop, evolve, level up, make more money than you had when you walked in. And it's a guarantee that if you don't make $12,000 while you're working with me, you get your money back. Period. So I understand, there's a lot of people out there that say, like, try this, do this, do this, do this, do that. This is a guarantee. So there is no hopefully for that $99. Okay. But never, ever, ever step into the bowl because you're broke. That's the worst idea. Jeline says, why aren't men in bigger cities interested? I've contacted several and I'm only 3 hours from NYC, but I can't seem to get anything started with any of them. Central NY sucks for pots. Girl, no, it doesn't. I had so many pots from New York. That's crazy. And I have so many students in New York right now. My diamond students are flooding New York City. So I'm sorry, I can't get on that wave. Here's what I can tell you is that if you're striking up conversations with 3 people and you're getting nothing, change the approach on the conversation. Right? Change up the profile, change up the photos, change up something, because whatever you're doing, your approach is not working. It is not working. So you can either continue to do what you've always done and get what you always got, or you can switch up the tempo a little bit, change it up, and watch how it impacts your outcome. Okay. So I promise you, it is not New York City. New York City is one of the hottest spots for pots. It doesn't matter where in the city you are, is irrelevant. So it's not New York, it's you. Let's see. Hey, ladies, can you let me know if I overreacted? I had this pot I was texting and getting to know. To make a long story short, when I would take a while to text back for whatever reason, he would make little remarks like, where you been? Or that took 2 hours. I would blow it off, but after a while, it really started aggravating me. So one day he did it again. I was having a bad day, told him I wasn't interested anymore because of it. And now that I think about it, I think it was really weird for him to be like that anyway. We haven't met, nor have you sent any cheese, buddy. What do y'all think? Okay. So here's my thing. With the culture, everybody talks about getting money, getting money, getting money, getting money, getting money. But in order to get the money, you have to deliver an experience. Even if it's just a phone conversation, you have to deliver something, right? So if this is why I don't like texting. I prefer talking on the phone because I don't want to have to text you back every 30 seconds for all day long. I don't want to do that. I have no interest in doing that, no desire to do that, nor do I have the time to do that. So I would highly suggest, if this is you and your experience, I think you either got to decide what you want going in so that you don't spend days and weeks on the phone texting and talking and all that stuff, and you can get right to the point. Too often we're scared to ask for what we want, so we just drag on the conversation and it seems like it goes on forever. No, 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 no. Do not let anyone push you into spending time talking to them for a week and you have absolutely nothing out of it. Okay. Let's see. What's next? Because I've been in the game over a year. Well, if you've been in the game over a year and you're not seeing success, it's time to do something different. Time to try a different approach. What sites do y'all use? Melissa says, what sites do you use? Well, I dropped a awesome website like 2 weeks ago on It's the Coffee for Me. So make sure that you go check out sugardaddy.com, 2Ds, 2Ys.com. It gives you a full list of every single sugar site you could think of, and it rates them based upon, user friendliness, compatibility, diversity, you name it. And it breaks it all down for you. So you definitely want to go visit sugardaddy.com with 2 Y's. And it's one of the best places to really break down and get a good idea of what's what. Okay? Upstate sucks. I can't get NYC. No, sis, it's not you. I'm sorry, it's not New York, girl. It's you. Reach out to me for a strategy session. I'm offering free strategy sessions all month long. Coupon code is 2020 Vision. So if you are still struggling and stuck, reach out to me, 2020 Vision, 2020 Vision. Go slide over to my link in bio and get yourself set up because, girl, we need to have a talk. The website is sugardaddy.com with 2 Y's, D-A-D-D-Y, sorry, DADDYY.com, sugardaddy.com. Best website, breaks everything down for you, gives you an analysis of every single site. So that's definitely where you want to be. You know what? I think I'm on the frequent comments. Let me actually switch over to not the new activity, but the recent posts. All right, let's see. Recent post. Here we go. Load. No, we haven't let men in the group. Why is this still bringing up the recent activity? I don't want recent activity. Hang on one second, y'all. Feel free to post your questions here as well. Feel free to post your comments and your questions here as well. Make sure to get them answered. Okay, let's scroll down a little bit. What does this say? I'm done with these guys. I deserve way better. PSA, I suggest having more than one bank account, ladies. One for business and the other for personal, like groceries, rent, bills. Once your money has been deposited from your sugar daddy, transfer that money into the appropriate account. I only suggest this because I was a victim of a scammer. He sent $8,000 to my Wells Fargo account. Come to find out, they flagged it and it was a scam. They froze my account until the scammer was resolved, meaning I had no access to my money for months. The scammer was overseas and claimed to be in the U.S. military. I suggest having 2 accounts so you ladies always have something to fall back on. Even if you do get scammed, this will help save you from bills that don't wait and save your hard-earned money. Good point. Let's see. I need some advice. I've been messaging this guy for about 2 to 3 weeks. He sent me a check through email. I read about the scams and everything, which makes me super nervous. I haven't done anything with it. He thinks I deposited and hasn't asked me for any money in return. Can this be real or a scam? I would say it's a scam. If you can't identify the bank and call the bank and make sure that that is a valid check, I would never, ever, ever take a check. I would never take a check. It just is too risky. It cashes in your account and then you mess around and go spend the money and you're going to have a big problem. I've been there before with a friend of mine actually who gave me a check and it was a fraud check. So, to each his own, but be very careful. If anybody lives in Vegas, Alexis says, I want to go freestyle with another woman or maybe 2 to 3 women. If I had coffee in my mouth, I would spit it out just now. I don't want to do it alone. I never went to freestyle before. If anybody's interested, please let me know. I need some help. Terrible, 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 terrible idea. Do not ever go freestyling with 3 other women, sis. Never do that. Not just because of competition, right? Because girlfriends get a little funny when you start, coming up, right? So if you meet the guy and he's flirting with you, she may do everything in her power to step in and it might totally sabotage the relationship you have. Now, if you're one of those women who are like, look, girl, I ain't got those type of friends. My friends get it. They're bomb, this and that. Okay, fine. But here's the deal, sis. The more women that are in a group, a cluster of women, the more difficult it is for that man to reach out to you because men are intimidated too. Men are intimidated too. Don't think for one second that you are the only one who's, intimidated or afraid to, step out of your comfort zone and approach somebody or spark up a first time conversation. So are men. These guys are going to see you in that group of four women and they are not going to approach you because you're sitting with four women. That's an intimidating situation to walk into. So be mindful. I would say pick one other person. If you have to go freestyling with somebody, pick one person to go with. Just one. Make sure you ladies understand the end goal for both of you before you walk into any place, and make sure that you set boundaries between each other so that, if this guy's pushing up on me, maybe you fall back a little bit, maybe you slide off to another table so him and I can chat, right? So just be mindful when you are selecting other women to go out with you because it could be very embarrassing. Look, I read a story about a girl who was out to dinner with a girlfriend. These guys came over, bought a bunch of drinks, ordered a bunch of food, a bunch of stuff. And then, the check comes and the friend is like, "Oh, girl, I got it. How much is it?" I would die if my friend did that. I would freaking die. Bitch, don't you ever grab that bill. Don't you ever grab that checkbook. Don't you ever even reach your fingers for it. Don't even think about how much it is. How dare you? Right? So women that are not on the same page as you, women that are not on the same level up journey as you, they might F up your flow, sis. So you got to be careful. You got to be careful when you're selecting multiple people to step out with. This guy on Seeking messaged me about a month ago asking if I was interested in a mutually beneficial relationship, and we all know what that means. I didn't respond because that's not really what I want. So when the pop message again today, he said, "Well, what kind of arrangement are your expectations?" I said how I wanted things to go, and at the end, I know you're looking for mutually beneficial, which means it's expected. So that's why I didn't respond before. Kind of lost on this one because at some point, I think every man wants intimacy unless they can't actually perform, right? So intimacy doesn't mean just sex. It means intimacy on some level, holding hands, kissing, curling up, cuddling. Some men strictly are looking for platonic. Some men are looking for a woman that they could just have on the side that's not their wife, but they don't want to cheat on their wife. So, they do things a little differently. But I can tell you that 90% of the men that you meet are going to want to be intimate. It doesn't mean you have to be intimate. It just simply means that he's a man. Of course, he wants to be intimate. So prep yourself for that. And honestly, ladies, this is why I switched from sugaring to situationships and relationships. Because who wants to be in a situation with 5 different dudes? You're not trying to sleep with any of them, but they all pay you very well. That sucks. Why not find a guy that you can have it all with? Why not find the guy who can support you, provide for you, pay for the things you need him to pay for, step in the areas of concern, and throw down the D? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I feel like your sugar daddy should be your boyfriend. Your boyfriend should be your sugar daddy. If you're out here running around looking for a sugar daddy and you are fucking on some broke dude at home, girl, throw the whole plan away. Is PayPal safe to use? A sugar daddy is okay with using PayPal, but I want to make sure he can't get any of my info or take my money from the app. Let me know what y'all think is safe. Okay, here's the problem. With PayPal, depending on the person's relationship with PayPal, they may get their money back. Okay? They may get their money back. All right? They can contest that charge, that payment, that transfer, that money. And I've had a student who had, what was it? Something ridiculous. 10 grand. $10,000 taken back from her because he disputed it with PayPal. And because he was a loyal PayPal customer for so long, they sided with him, took the 10 grand out of her account, and she way lost out on a shit ton of money. So you got to be careful, ladies. You can't just expect to meet somebody, say, "Hey, let me give you this PayPal transfer." If you piss him off or if you don't do what he asked you to do, he can easily go to PayPal and report that payment. Just FYI. Okay, just FYI. What kind of introduction do you use? Christine says, I've been using the same one for years. Mature, classy, fun. Maybe it's time to spice things up. Yeah. Mature, classy, fun. First of all, I hate using the word fun. I feel like it all means the same thing. Fun is like code for like fucking. You know what I mean? it's it's like you're not a Craigslist ad, so don't make yourself sound like a Craigslist ad. You know what I mean? Don't jump out the window with like mature, smart, funny. Mm-mm. No. No, 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 no. It's not an ad. I have a testimony already. Yes, Lola. Do tell. Do tell. Do tell. Do tell. Hey, y'all, I want to become a sugar baby, but I'm not sure where to start. I'm a little anxious about meeting in person and all that. Is that necessary? Any tips? If you want to see success, yes, meeting is necessary. It is not 100% necessary because, again, there are men that just want something that's, communication based and just friendship based and, platonic relationship. And that's okay. But the chances of you finding that are very slim, especially if that's all you're looking for. Like those unicorns drop out of the sky at like random moments. They're not just like everybody gets a unicorn. You get a unicorn. You get a unicorn. If that's the case, none of us would have boyfriends because we would all be keeping our goodies to ourselves and dealing with the sugar daddy that we don't have to do nothing with if we don't want to. It's just not the way it works. So if you're anxious about meeting in person, I would say join our sorority, sis. Join our sorority because you can set your GPS and share it with us, your location. We'll know all about your guy. We'll teach you techniques on how to figure out if this person is a real person, if you're safe with this person. We'll show you how to kind of like fact check this person for the things that they've told you. We're going to walk you through every step of the way. So if you're really unsure where to start and you're not ready to commit a whole lot of money and invest into your level up, then I would say go over and grab yourself a weekend workshop because they start at $27 and it's going to give you a shit ton of gems all about everything from getting started with the Sweet Student Starter Kit to freestyling and the Freestyle Foundations bundle, all the way to, mastering it all with the Manifest My Millions bundle. So I'm telling you, Lola said it doesn't matter where you are. I'm in redneck-ass Alabama and found somebody. Yes, yes, Lola. Do tell, Lola. We want to know. All right, help. Is this a scam? I'm also scared to told you about this. I'm using business account. Kindly register, Discover so that I will link my credit card on the Discover account. Then you're going to take out of my credit card to take care of yourself. After that, you receive you going to send me your nude. Sis, is this even a serious question? Is this even a serious question? Because just reading that alone, I feel fucking dumber. I feel like I might as well be in Africa behind a computer. You know what I'm saying? Like this is crazy right here. Like says if he can't read, write, or spell, he's probably not a pot. Let's just leave it at that. You know what I mean? If he can't read, write, or spell, he's probably not a pot. Honestly, I think I'm going to give up looking for a sugar daddy. I don't know. It's a lot of scammers and it's hard to find someone that won't scam me, but I'm giving up for now. I have no help. I am the help. Oh God, I never thought I would say that in my life. I am the help that you are looking for, Alexis. I cannot tell you. I am here, sis. I am here. I don't know what to say. I don't know. Let's see. What other questions do we have? The questions are a little dry in here right now. A little dry. Let's see. I have a possible sugar daddy, but he says he only wants to pay Walmart to Walmart. Is that safe or a scam? I would say that Walmart to Walmart is not a scam. Okay. Walmart to Walmart is not a scam. It's what he asks you to do leading up to that point. Do you know what I mean? It's what he says leading up to that point. Does he make you do 50 things before you can go just get your money out? Is there Is there a card you have to get or a deposit you have to make? Because Walmart to Walmart is a simple, easy transfer. There's nothing wrong with Walmart to Walmart transfer, although you do have to give some of your information because that person has to put your first and last name on the transfer. It's just like a Western Union. It's exactly like a Western Union. Mala says, can I get some BDSM advice? Yeah, don't step in if you ain't ready, sis. If you don't know what you're doing, don't step in because you can get hurt or you can hurt someone else, seriously injure someone else. BDSM is a lot of fantasy play. BDSM is a lot of physical work, right? So don't think getting into BDSM, you're just going to shove a couple high heels up a couple dudes' asses and call it a day. That's not really how it works. Finding the clients is a lot of work, okay? Finding the clients is a lot of work. Keeping the clients engaged is a lot of work. It is not easy. I was a dominatrix for a couple of years. And throughout that time, I mean, I have pictures in my phone that you guys will die, like, sucking the strap on and, while I'm like punching him in the head. Like you cannot even imagine the things that I have done. I've pegged a few people in my life. Let's just say that. Okay. But Sean, you might fuck around and be the next one to be pegged. Keep it up. Because the red lipstick is what I wear when the time comes to get the strap. You know what I'm saying? So chill. But seriously, all jokes aside, BDSM can be intense. And if you're not educated on it, you're going to just mislead yourself, potentially hurt yourself, but definitely hurt someone else. So be careful. Be careful. Ladies, understand that distractions will come in every way, shape, size, format, color, you name it. Okay. You got to be strong enough to stay focused on what's important for you. So that's why when the trolls come in, I don't kick them out because you have to be stronger than their desire to distract you. Okay. So just ignore him. You can click on his name, click the block, click the don't see any of his comments, and then you won't even see it. You know what I'm saying? I'm mad we just spent 30 seconds about that. Ashley says, is it a bad idea to just ask them what they pay for pay per meet or allowance? Like just eliminate them trying to lowball you and cut straight to what they're willing to pay. Because I'm so tired of getting messages. Then when I say what I want, the pathetic negotiation or disrespect starts. Totally can understand. Definitely have been there. So here's the thing, sis. That's what you're going to get with pay per meter allowance because that's what it is. You are negotiating your price and value against everyone else that is offering a price or value. Remember, these guys don't know these women. They're asking their price and they're basing it on their looks and just 30 seconds of conversation. So if you're going for 400 and she's going for 200 and you guys both look good, I'm going to go for the $200 chick. So the problem with that is that barter happens, that negotiation piece starts. And that's why you should start focusing on your goals instead of focusing on what you want to gain financially while you're with this person. If you tie this person to an end goal, not only will you make more money from this person, not only will you see more goal gains from this person, okay, but I guarantee you that you will last a lot longer in that situationship. You know what I mean? Eros has entered the chat. So I would say if you are looking for a pay per meet or allowance, I would say go straight to whatsyourprice.com. That's a much better place to negotiate things like that. It's much easier. And I would say stop negotiating intimacy and time and associating those two things together because that's why you're getting lowballed. Seriously. Like a date is a date, sex is sex. Let's keep the two things apart so that you can charge accordingly. If he's asking me to send money before he sends me money, isn't it a scam? What do you think, Darielle? No shade, Darielle. I say this with love, but what do you think? If I called you up and I asked you to send me money before I gave you anything, would you think I'm a scam? Probably, right? So, yes, it's a scam. It's always a scam. Anytime they ask you for money, it is always, always, always a scam. Jacqueline says, what apps would you recommend for transfers that protect us? Good question. Cash App is very easy to use. If you're doing international transfers, TransferWise is a wonderful app. I think my phone is dead, so I can't show you. Oh, I got 10% on it. Okay, I can show you. So there's an app called TransferWise. It looks like this. It looks like this. You see it? TransferWise, the blue one. See that? TransferWise, that blue one right there, right? So when you use TransferWise, it allows you to send money internationally, and it works very much like Cash App or PayPal or whatever. So you absolutely 100% can use PayPal TransferWise internationally is always a good one. Let me see. If you have to ask, it's probably a scam. Absolutely. Any recommendations for Switzerland? Yes. Anybody that is out of country, use TransferWise. Okay. If you don't have things like Zelle in your area, if you don't have Cash App or PayPal in your area, you absolutely have TransferWise, because TransferWise is made for international transfers. So if you have somebody in Europe, or if you're in Africa, or if you're in Switzerland, right, all you have to do is download the app called TransferWise, and that will allow you to transfer money back and forth. I used to have somebody that I paid to do some social media stuff, and he was over in, like, I don't know, Zimbabwe, some goddamn where, and he didn't have any other option for sending or receiving money. He put me on to TransferWise. So TransferWise is definitely a really good international app. Do you know if anyone has been successful finding a pot in Virginia? Yes, I have students in Virginia. I have students in every state at this point. I don't think there's any state except Kentucky. I don't think I have any students in Kentucky, now that I think about it. I don't think I have any students in Kentucky, and I don't think I have any worked with any students in Michigan. I'm sure they've been following me and watching me, but I haven't had a diamond from those areas. All I keep finding is scammers. Now, anytime people ask for bank info or anything, now I'm skeptical of all of them. How do I tell if someone is scamming or legit? They don't ask for your banking information. If they're legit, they will not ask you for your banking information. Okay, they will not ask you for your banking information. Vanessa says, when I get a card for Cash App and I have access to the account and routing number, is that a safe way to get funds, or just use my name tag? I don't want my actual account drained. If you give them your routing number, your account will be drained. If you give them your information, your account will be drained. Cash App is linked to your credit account, to your bank account. So I've had friends that have been milked on Cash App. They didn't have a lock on their Cash App, right? So like when I click my Cash App, you can't do anything in my Cash App until you put in my secret PIN code, right? So like, here's my Cash App right here, right? And if I want to, let's say, send $20, right, to Maggie, right? When I go to pay for it, this is what it does. Confirm your cash PIN. Confirm your cash PIN. So you need to have that on your Cash App if you're going to be using Cash App to use for, accepting money from anywhere. What does a 60-year-old man and a Christmas tree have in common? The wood is dead and the balls are just for decoration. Yes, Megan, come through with the joke of the day. That's pretty funny. Is video calling essential before meeting a pot? Absolutely. Absolutely. I would never, ever, ever go meet anyone without video chatting them first. Never. Sorry, not going to happen. I need to know that I'm safe. I need to know that at least that one extra layer of protection, you know what I mean? That one extra layer of peace of mind, I would never meet anybody in person without speaking to them over the phone and doing a video chat. Never. Hey, y'all. So how do y'all talk to subs? Give me some examples. I may be too harsh. Shantori says, how do you talk to subs? Shantori, I would say do some YouTube searching and some grab a book. Honestly, grab a book because you definitely don't want to just wing it. Winging it doesn't work. These men that are subs are looking for a particular type of dom. And if you're not that, they know when you're a baby beginner. They know it. They've been doing this for years. Do you know what I mean? She said, that's a lie. The wood don't die till about 70, girl. Ain't that the truth? Oh, snap. Hey, ladies, anyone know any UK sugar sites, groups, or forums? Yes, you're in one, but more importantly, sugar sites. Again, sugardaddy.com with 2 Y's. Scored my first pay pig. How would I go about this? He says, please embarrass me, make fun of me, make me feel pathetic, make fun of me and laugh at me because you're really pretty and I have a full pissy diaper on while I'm talking to you. See what I mean? You ladies ain't ready. You ladies are not ready for that. You want a pay pig because somebody said they have a pay pig. You know what I mean? Like, hey, I have a pay pig. You should get a pay pig. Blah 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 blah. Right? And then you get this message and you're like, what do I do? What do I say? How do I handle this? So yeah, that's a tough one, girl. That's a tough one. You got to do your research. You got to do your homework, ladies. You can't just dive into a whole new lifestyle and think you're just gonna wing it. That's not how it works. You know what I mean? You can't. My man pig is speeding. Anybody else use Luxy? Yes, a lot of my students use Luxy. Brenda said it took me over a year to get granted access because other members have to vote you in the app. I tried 3 times. The first 2 times I didn't get in, the third time I did. We never have that problem. Every single one of my students that do a profile pop with me are able to get onto Luxy. Luxy is an app that is very much for high-end men of affluence and also high-value women, and they sift and weed through the women before they allow you onto the site. So it is a tougher app to get onto. But if you have a profile pop with me, you won't have any issues getting in on Luxy. Okay. Let's see. At this point, where are y'all finding your sugar daddies? Girl, everywhere. Everywhere. They are all over the place. They are everywhere. There is not too many places that you can't, emphasis on can't, find a sugar daddy. There's really not. There's really not many places. You just have to be mentally and emotionally prepared for when that man comes across your way, because he will. And when he does, you're either going to be ready for that conversation, you're either going to be ready for that that chat, or you're going to completely, totally, and utterly bomb it. You know what I mean? And it happens all the time. Happens all the time. So let's head over to, oh, ladies, if you are not a part of the Sugar Sisters group on Facebook, definitely go check out that community. There's a woman named Amanda who runs that group. She is phenomenal. She actually really knows her shit. I would highly recommend her. If you feel like, I'm a little too raw, or, you don't like the fact that I say bitch, then go over and check out Amanda, because she is fire. She really knows what she's talking about. She knows her shit. So I'm actually sliding over to her group. I hope she doesn't mind. And I'm going to ask and pull a couple questions out of her group. So let's see. My Seeking is having trouble loading for days. Any suggestions? Seeking is going through something right now. You are not the only one. Something is going on with their servers. It's not just you. It's Seeking. It's not you. It's Seeking. That's a scam. I got the exact same message, and she sent a pic too. Yep. That's what happens. A lot of it is scams and lies for the pay pig stuff. I can't get it to verify my ID on Luxy. I found a pot on my flight to meet another pot. I know that's right. You see? Hey, I know who that is. Baby girl. You got the sauce now, honey. I hope he sent you with another bag when you left, too. I hope he sent you with another bag, because we talked about this. You should know how to get to it. You should already have it in your pocket on your flight on the way home. When they ask about a meat fee, they always goes, talk to me, Yelly. What is a meat fee? Tell me what a meat fee is and how much are you asking for? Just curious. Just curious. Anyone else ever had someone on a traditional dating site with absolutely no mention of sugaring reach out to inquire about being your sugar daddy? This particular instance was plenty of fish. Absolutely. Absolutely all the time, girl, all the time. I keep telling you, ladies, you can find a sugar daddy anywhere, anywhere. I keep seeing the same men over and over on Seeking that you need to change your settings. Seems impossible to find one here in Alabama. Girl, no. One of the students, who was it? Lola? Lola says she's in Redneck, Alabama. Isn't that what she said, Alabama? She's in Redneck, Alabama, and she found herself a pot. So, Kayla, I'm sorry, sis. It's not Alabama. It's you, babe. Hey, lady, I came home early. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I need all this in a book, please. Girl. You need all this in workshop, honey. All you got to do is come and sit with us, baby girl. All you got to do is come sit with us. No book necessary. The only book you'll need is the one you're going to get when you come to work with me, the Elite Empowerment Workbook. That's all you need, girl. That's all you need. I promise. It didn't go well. I'm going to schedule a call with you. Okay, sounds good. That's what happens. I told you, get in the group, get in the group, get in the group, get in the group. And you did this little side advice here, little side advice there. And with what you spent on all the little bullshit, you could have sat in a diamond seat by now. Girl, get into it. My sugar daddy is pressing me for sex. Joy says, my sugar daddy is pressing me for sex. I'm not comfortable with it. Do I just drop him? Okay, so I want to read this. It says, I love you seriously. I hand job every day and I can more, but I love you. No sex till then. Want we sex. Whatever. You do not love me if you are making demands of my body and are not accepting my boundaries. I'm very sad and hurt that you only want me for sex. Baby, we need to understand each other's. I swear to God, I'm doing hand job every day and it's not good for my health. That's the first time I've ever heard. Yeah, you're burning calories, you're burning carbs, you're working out, you're building your what's this muscle called? You working that out. If you pull real hard, you might get this back muscle right here. If you want, I do hand job every day and I died with heart attack, then that is fine. This is the funniest shit I ever read. Oh my God, I love this guy. First of all, what is his name? Let me see his name. She saved it. Nick! Nick, you are fucking hilarious, Nick. I would hang out with you, seriously, just because you're funny as shit. So if he's pressing you for intimacy, sis, there is a way that we deter the intimacy and the sex conversation, okay? There is a way to redirect that conversation, which I can't give you here because it's actually a part of the blueprint. So I can't give it to you unless you sit in with us as a diamond. But every single one of my students know how to overcome that issue and overcome that objection. And it's a very simple, easy formula. It's actually so easy that you'd be like, damn it, how didn't I know this? So I would love to help you, sis. Please, Joy, reach out to me. If you're watching this, if you see this later, reach out. Let me see. Y'all help. I'm being asked what I want as a gift. Daniela says he's already gotten me a spa day and a great dinner. I'm not super flashy or materialistic, although I want to be. What is a practical-ish gift to ask for? Don't ask for gifts. Ask for goals. Period. Don't ask for gifts. Ask for goals. If you ask for gifts, you're going to get a little petty-ass purse. If you ask for goals, you might walk away with a brand new home. Okay? I'm genuinely confused by the amount of sugar daddies that want PPM. Danica says, where I'm from, that's for escorts and allowances are for sugar babies. But judging by the amount of posts here, I guess maybe times have changed and that's the new normal. So my question is, why do you ladies prefer pay per meet over weekly or monthly allowance? You know what? Girl, I need to friend you. I'm about to friend you right now. Danica, we about to friend. Girl, we need to talk. Girl, we need to talk. I just DM'd you, sis, because you nailed it with that one. The lines have been blurred drastically. The lines have been blurred drastically, okay? Drastically. And I'm telling you that if you follow the way the trends are going, you will only ever and always be a pay per meet. And I agree with you. I don't like the pay per meet idea either because it puts a cap on your value. It puts a cap on how much you can actually make from that person right from the door. Do you know what I mean? Right from the door. That sucks. You know what I mean? I don't want to be the $400 girl or the $500 girl. You know what I mean? Like, now. Everybody's asking questions about allowances. I'm going to answer those questions on Saturday because Saturday is for all you sugar baby bitches. See, I did it again. And I got y'all on Saturday. Saturday is going to be fully committed to sugar questions only. I found myself in a situation I never thought I would come from this lifestyle. I've been involved with my sugar daddy for a little over 2 years. He's 10 years older than me and he's married. However, his marriage is crap and they both are just waiting for their last two kids to go to college in the 2 years to finally end it. About a year ago, he started telling me he loves me and I figured it was because he's getting what he wasn't getting from his wife from me. Someone to talk to, unload his problems on, make him laugh, not just be so serious with. Well, he told me today he wants to marry me and he wants me to be exclusive to him and wait for him. I care for him a great deal and he's so sweet to me, but he's naive of me to but is it naive of me to believe that this is something that could happen? Has anyone ever gotten to this point and wanted it to? Hell yeah, many of my students have rings on their fingers right now, sis. I have a student right now. Sis, if you're on the live, please comment. If you're on the live, please comment, Karen, if you're here. Kay met this man who was married, and I'm not going to give you her whole story because this bitch is writing a book, so you're going to have to go buy the book. But he was married unhappily in a situation with his wife that he did not want to be in. He met Kay. Kay used the blueprint, turned this man out, honey. He just bought her a house. They just moved. He's divorcing his wife. They're talking plans. They're talking babies. They're talking weddings. He just bought her a brand new car. Sis. I'm not saying go out and make home wrecking a goal. That's not what I'm saying. But if the marriage is already wrecked, sis, then just put a band-aid on it. You know what I'm saying? Add a little Neosporin. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? And just be careful. Because, yes, you're absolutely right. The alimony is coming, baby. And when it comes, it's going to come hard. And it may even change the lifestyle that you think you're about to live because he's going to have to cut a check, a big one. Especially if they've been together for some 18 years, 20 years. They built the business together and all that stuff. Girl, you're assed out. You are assed out. So yes, many women have gotten to that point. It is not naive, but I would not put all my eggs in one basket. Period. Because you're not married until you're married, sis. And you need to find out what's going to happen on the back end with that divorce before you decide to say yes and marry this man. Or even take a ring from him. Do you know what I mean? Okay, last question from Martha. So question, if a sugar daddy approaches you, do they automatically expect you to send what they want? Example, pics, text, video chat. I asked because I was approached, but since I'm new to this, I was apprehensive on sending nudes. Never send your nudes. Never send your nudes. I thought it might be a scam, but he tells me he likes spoiling and he thought I was not interested. I'm very much interested, but since I'm new to this, I'm just trying to learn. He has sent me money in the past and we video chatted once, but I feel like he was expecting me to throw myself at him. Now when I text and call him, it's like he ghosts me. I feel like I'm doing something wrong. I think that's just because you might have sent a photo. And if you did send a photo, that's why he's ghosting you, because he was just collecting pictures. There are so many levels of scams when it comes to this lifestyle and this sugar world that I could go on and on and on for days about scams. But ladies, never send your info, never send your photos, no matter how juicy, no matter how amazing the offer seems, ladies, do not fall for it. Okay? It is always, always, always a scam. Okay? It is always a scam. You have to understand that even some of these women that are online that are, saying like, oh, I got this. And then they turn around and say like, hey, I got this. I'll teach you how. Just pay me X amount of dollars. If they don't have a website, if they don't have an Instagram, if they don't have something, they're scamming too. Do you know what I mean? Like, you have to be careful. You have to be careful. So, on that note, there's so many sugar questions in here. I cannot wait until Saturday. Set your alarms for Saturday. Make sure that you are here all week long because we got a full lineup. Okay. I got a full lineup. Okay. full lineup. I see a bunch of other questions on here that I'm sorry I'm not able to get to for the sake of time, but I'll be back in just a few minutes. I'm going to pop off, wrap up with this live, and I'll be back on to chat with you ladies a little bit more. So, which weekend workshop did you just hold up? This is not a weekend workshop. This is a workbook. So this is what my diamond students get when they step in to work with me. It's an entire workbook for their journey to make sure they stay on track, stay on pace, stay on par, that they're pacing the way that they should, because this thing has a money back guarantee. $1,200 is a lot of money to be given back to somebody that says that they did the work. So this will keep you on track to doing the work and guarantee that you get your money back if for some crazy ass reason this doesn't work. So I'll be back in a little bit, ladies. Saturday is all for sugar. So Saturday, tune in. Make sure you tune in. It is only going to be available on YouTube, so don't miss it. Go subscribe to our YouTube channel immediately. The link is in our bio so that you don't miss Saturday, and set your notifications right here on Instagram so that you don't miss out on the rest of the week. I'll be back in just a little bit, ladies, to chat a little bit more. I love y'all for tuning in to It's the Coffee for Me. And shout out to Missing Piece for making this awesome mug for me. I can't wait to talk to you ladies more about this on Fempreneur Friday. And I will see you ladies a little later. Remember, y'all, this is hard work. It is not just a luxury. It's a lifestyle. Ciao. Bye-bye. Au revoir. See you later.